today on 15 on 15.
Tourists staying at family homes, has this become a new trend? We have the details for you. Also in our lifestyle segment, do you have a Facebook Air? You can now choose a legacy contact for your digital afterlife. And more hotels are thinking about becoming all-inclusive. But is that good for the economy?
Hi and welcome to this edition of 15 on 15. I am Ichelle Simon sitting in for Yenta Lu. Lately, there has been much talk about the presence of all-inclusive hotels on the island. Despite the fact that there are few on the island already, it is not certain if there are more petitions for all-inclusive resorts that want to be established on the island. This would be good for tourism, but would it be beneficial to the economy of the island?
Aruba is indeed a favorite destination for a lot of tourists, not only for the beautiful beaches, but for the quality of life and also for the good hospitality. One reason for sure why there is so many repeat visitors. Aruba has great hotels of all levels and for all tastes. But lately, more and more are gearing toward the latest trend, and that is all-inclusive. Since everything is included in the nightly rate, no space is left for the visitors to explore the island and contribute to the economy of the island, like going to the restaurant outside the all-inclusive resort, since even food is included. For this reason, the Minister of Tourism, Otmar Udiber, is considering different options to see if it's viable for more all-inclusive hotels to come and operate in Aruba. The idea is to attract tourists, but also that these investments make a significant contribution to the economy.
An uncomfortable situation is occurring with the climate of Aruba. Many people are confused about the sudden change in climate. There is almost no breeze and the weather looks awkward.
During these days, we have seen something different as for the climate on the island. Many people were thinking that perhaps a thunderstorm was approaching, since there is no breeze. A couple of days ago, the wind was uncontrollable in certain areas of the island, so people felt the difference right away. For this reason, many are concerned as to what will happen to the climate in the coming days, since there is no explanation for that sudden drop in temperature and that dry climate.
Since it is the last lap of Carnival, the Aruba Tourism Authority is introducing an Instagram campaign with hashtag OHC61 that stands for One Happy Carnival 61. All you have to do is upload your best photo with the Aruba glitter sticker and participants can win excellent prizes.
The Aruba Tourism Authority is introducing a unique campaign with the famous glitter sticker with the official logo of Aruba. The idea is to make the sticker visible. It could be on your face, arms, or back, and snap a picture with a unique background and share it via Instagram using hashtag OHC61, which stands for One Happy Carnival 61. There will be a special bus at the beginning of the grand parades of both San Nicolas and Oranjestad that will distribute these glitter stickers for free. The most original picture will win a basket of limited edition souvenirs of Aruba Tourism Authority that includes beach towels, bags, flip-flops, water bottles, beach balls, and more. The main reason is not to win the great prizes, but to feel proud of the island and its culture. Not only will this campaign promote Carnival, but it will bring forward the happiness and hospitality and at the same time show the world what a great tourist destination Aruba is. This campaign will start this Saturday, February 14th at 12 p.m. and the last day to send your picture is Monday, February 16th at 6 p.m. Remember to share your pictures on Instagram using hashtag OHC61. The winner will be announced on Monday, February the 23rd.
So make sure that you send that Instagram photo to ATA. And since we are in the Carnival mode, for more than 20 years, the political party AVP has been distributing trash boxes along the Carnival routes of San Nicolas and Oranjestad. This to help keep Aruba clean. The goal is to encourage people to keep the entire Carnival route clean. During the past days, volunteers have been preparing everything for the distribution process, like boxes, plastic bags, and loading of the containers. More than 1,000 boxes will be set up along the route, and AVP hopes that everybody will use them accordingly. Sarlimar will be in charge of picking up all the trash, including the AVP boxes, at the end of each parade. Well, a break is on the way, but first take a look at what we have for you in the next segment.
Put everything we eat in the fridge. It will last longer. That is not true anymore. We'll tell you why coming up.
Typing on touchscreens can be challenging, but a new high-tech keyboard for mobile devices could help. When you want to type a message, parts of the screen will rise up so you can feel when you're pressing the letters. Introducing Tactus.
Deja vu, anyone? The days of typing on BlackBerry phones with a query keyboard is coming to the Apple products. A company by the name Tactus has taken that desire to heart, and the startup's first consumer product, the Form, is about to bring a tactile experience back to your iPad mini software keyboard. The founders of Tactus have been working on the technology that can generate physical keys from a flat surface on demand, giving you a smooth, unbroken surface for general touch-based interaction, and a physical keyboard when you need one. The company's innovation uses a microfluidic panel to achieve its magic rather than liquid through invisible channels to expand specific areas of the top layer of a touch panel, producing protrusions and bumps where previously there were none. The Form is an iPad mini case that incorporates Tactus tech into a thin front panel, similar both in size and in method of application to a standard screen protector. It's paper thin and it offers virtually no change in the optics of your display when you look at an iPad inside the Form. The Form itself also doesn't add that much additional size to the iPad mini's sleek frame, adding about as much bulk as you might expect from a fairly durable protective case. Whenever you need to use the device, just slide the switch in the back of the cover and start typing away.
Form is the first product from Tactus that is ready for the consumer market, and it's available for pre-order now with a target to launch date of summer 2015. And continuing on, the dead can still friend you on Facebook, but that's about to change. Now you can let a family member or someone else manage your account when you die.
Facebook says this is completely optional as to what they call a legacy contract. Members can now choose a family member or someone else to manage part of their account after death. Members can also choose to have their account permanently deleted. Facebook Legacy will be able to manage accounts in a way that can turn the deceased person's Facebook page into a kind of digital gravestone. Legacy contacts can write a post to the display at the top of their friend's memorialized profile page, change the friend's profile picture, and even respond to new friends' requests on behalf of the deceased. If you do nothing when Facebook finds out you have passed away, it will simply freeze your account and leave posts and pictures at the privacy settings you determined. Facebook says it has done this to hundreds of thousands of accounts to date. There are a few things legacy contacts can't alter. They can't edit what the deceased has already posted or what his or her friends post on the page. If you choose to post a photo while you are living that looks embarrassing when you are gone, your legacy contact can't do anything about it. A legacy contact also can't decide to delete a whole account.
Well, I will sure look into that, but switching on to another topic, refrigeration can help many foods last longer, but some do better outside the cold. Several fruits and vegetables can lose their taste and health properties, and even some can go bad faster. Here is some advice as to what should and shouldn't be put in the fridge.
Refrigerators can help plenty of foods last longer, but what many people don't know that every perishable needs to be kept in the cold. According to experts, people assume everything will do better in the refrigerator, but that's not really true. Knowing what food should and shouldn't be left to chill can ensure that what you eat maintains its quality. While the cold can prevent many fruits and vegetables from going bad, that doesn't mean they will taste as good or will be as healthy. They will lose nutrients and flavors in the refrigerator. Like for instance, tomatoes lose their texture and potatoes can become gritty. Apples, onions, avocados, and citrus are better kept at room temperature, and bananas should never be refrigerated because they turn black faster. Many people tend to refrigerate bread, but cold bread tends to dry out. On the other hand, Nuts can last longer and taste better if stored in the fridge.
So, storing food properly will make sure you have the best quality. Let's go take a quick break now, but this is what's coming up for you.
We'll have more on other accommodations where tourists are choosing to stay on the island nowadays.
During the meeting between AHATA and the Commission in charge of tourism, one of the points that was discussed was the growing trend of tourists that choose to stay at family homes instead of a hotel during their vacation on the island. Mr. Jim Heppel, CEO of AHATA, tells us what the government is doing with this situation.
And that usually means either apartments, private homes, condominiums. And probably 10 years ago, 15 years ago, less than 5% of our visitors use that kind of accommodation. I mean, frequently it would be people coming from, say, the Netherlands, staying with friends and family. But now what is happening is that more and more people, particularly with condominiums, are making those units available for rental. And there are a number of different channels that people can use to be able to get access to them, particularly now Expedia, Booking.com, Airbnb, which has become very famous for that, HomeAway.com. All of these are making it very easy for visitors now to use this kind of accommodation.
More and more tourists nowadays are choosing to stay in what's called other accommodations.
We saw last year, for example, that much of the growth actually took place in that kind of accommodation, and the number of people using hotels really didn't change that much. So we're very conscious of that, and what we're asking for is that if that is going to continue, then standards have got to be put in place. The room tax has got to be applied equitably between the hotel and the timeshare sector and these kinds of accommodation. And we're basically asking for some sort of very increased control.
On the other hand, the government is already doing its part, according to the Minister of Tourism, who is saying that the tax department is already gathering all the information of these other accommodations that are not complying with the room tax fee. He continues to say that some condominiums and villas are paying their dues, but there are others whose addresses appear on the RADEX form that don't contribute at all. They have to keep in mind that sooner or later they have to pay their taxes.
15 on 15 airs weeknights at 7:15 p.m. So be sure to tune in. Have yourself a very nice weekend and a safe carnival. See you then.